Here is our 2-day itinerary in Stockholm. As a disclaimer, we were in Stockholm for more than 2 days, but we had other things we needed to do there, so I compressed all the touristy things we did there in 2 days. That's why you might see us in the video wearing different clothes even if they should be on the same day for this itinerary, because we did it on different days. Also, if I mispronounce these places, I apologize. Just read the text on your screen. So, let's get started! Let's start with transportation. You can easily use your credit cards in metros, trams, and buses. Or if you don't have one, ticket machines are just within the stations. You can start your day with a free walking tour to get the context and history of Stockholm before you visit the tourist spots and museums. The Nordic Freedom Tours in Gamla Stan or the Old Town is top rated on TripAdvisor. However, it depends on your guide. I did this twice and my tour with Natalie was great as she was highly knowledgeable about the history of Stockholm. She gave both a local and foreign perspective on what happened in the historical places. But the second time I did it under a different guide, it could have been a better experience altogether. So I hope you get a great one. Next, you can visit the island of Djurgården where there are a lot of museums. You can have lunch at Josefina for a scenic view while eating. Then, visit the iconic Vasa Museum. It's a museum with this huge 17th century ship that sank to the bottom of the archipelago before being recovered 333 years later in good condition. You can still see how the ship looked centuries ago as you go around it. There is a short documentary about how at one point in time, Stockholm's entire economy revolved around that ship, and it sank. Next, visit the Skansen Museum. It's the world's oldest open-air museum, which shows you how it would have been to live in Sweden at different times. You can see reconstructed houses of ordinary workers and wealthy entrepreneurs. If you explore, you can also see animals found in the north. As you end your day and return downtown, have dinner at the Stockholm City Food Hall where you have a lot of food options. On the next day, you can do the archipelago sightseeing tour. Once you're on the boat, you can see the beauty of Stockholm from a different perspective. You can also have an audio guide explaining the history and context of the places you see. The company that we got was Itinerary, link in the description down below. You will definitely enjoy Stockholm from a different perspective as you cruise around the different islands within Stockholm. Once you get back from the sightseeing tour, visit the Royal Palace. The Royal Palace in Gamla Stan is one of Europe's largest palaces. It is the official residence of the Swedish royal family. It's a Baroque-style building that is still being used in the present. This Hall of Mirrors is actually inspired from the Hall of Mirrors from Versailles. It's home to several museums including the Armory and the Treasury. You can get a guide at the museum to understand the significance of the rooms you will see. After the Royal Palace, visit the Stortorget or the town square and take photos of the iconic colorful buildings. You can also find the Nobel Museum here. You can get a guided tour to learn about the history of Alfred Nobel and how the Nobel Prizes started. You can also explore the stories of different Nobel laureates and see actual items they used to own. Then, end your day with dinner at Sten's Tour. In the cafe used to be secret passages to the Royal Palace and the Stockholm Cathedral in the Old Town. There are more places to explore in Stockholm if you have more time, but for 2 days, these would be the go-to places. Once again, this is your boy Candyman. Like and subscribe.